Erica with Launching Legacies. Welcome to our daily devotional. Today we are continuing our devotional series and actually ending our devotional series on It's a Setup. And today's is dedicated to this. It's a setup, but are you a good sport? That's the question for today. And what do I mean by that? You ever play a game or have to be involved in a situation with a group and the circumstance is just not ideal? Yeah, things are just not perfect. They're not the way you would really want them to be, but they are what they are. And so everybody kind of has to just kind of dredge their way through it, deal their way through it. And there's some people who are good sports in those type of situations and others who are not such a good sport in those type of situations. Those who are not a good sport complain all the time, can't kind of get over the fact that things are not perfect. They keep struggling, keep complaining, keep struggling, keep complaining. The truth is everybody in the circumstances are already struggling. Everybody's going through the same thing that this person or this individual is, but somehow this individual wants to make everybody else miserable by discussing their suffering insistently or nonstop, right? They just keep going through it over and over again. And what we would say about that person is, boy, they're not really a good sport, are they? Like when it comes down to it, we can't really depend on them just to be relaxed, be chill, go through the process, deal with whatever we have to deal with as we go. They're not really a good sport. But you know what? Sometimes we're that way too. We look at this passage in Matthew chapter 7, and we look at verse 9 through 11. God is really clearly saying to us that we really need to consider his character as we understand how he answers prayers. He's saying that, listen, you don't have me beat in this. Even as a good parent, even a good parent does good things or behaves certain ways toward their children. How much better me than a regular earthly parent who's sinful, who makes mistakes. And so he's saying, listen, you got to consider my character when you're watching me help you through these phases of life, while I'm blessing you, while I'm answering your prayers. Have you thought about who I am? Have you thought about how good I am? Have you been a good sport because you know that at the end, God is still doing this for your good? Like, can you keep that trust and that hope in the future so that you're a good sport through the process of getting the setup? Because you're getting set up. That's the whole thing. He's setting us all up because he loves us, because we're his children, because he values what we're doing. And because you know what? The setup is real and necessary because we do need to develop, because there's places where we cannot fish, because there's things that need to be changed in us, because there's time that needs to happen and other people need to be involved. And there's a whole process that's far bigger than we can understand. But God is saying to us, listen, I'm never giving you something harmful and I'm never giving you something useless. But are you a good sport with what you're getting? Because sometimes it's in what you're getting and how you behave toward that that will make the largest difference in your life. And I want to make a difference in your life. I want to make a difference for you. So are you a good sport? Are you able to deal with the ups and the downs of getting the answers to your prayers? I hope you are. I hope after this devotional series, you look at the entire situation of your life and circumstances at least a little bit different. I know I've learned a lot through studying and looking at this particular passage. And it's amazing to me because it's a small passage of scripture and one in which I've heard a lot of people talk about, but I've never quite heard it in this perspective. And maybe it's because I wasn't ready to hear it until I was ready to be healed in this place, right? Because every work for me, is an area of healing. Every work is a level of deliverance. And so maybe that's why this has been so powerful to me. But no matter what the reason, or even if it's not been as impactful to you, here goes the point. It is a setup, but there's things we can do to help the setup go smoothly. Are you ready to do that? Are you able to be a good sport? Are you considering the goodness of God and thinking, oh, well, he's good to me. So he's so good that this is going to be okay. Well, he's so good that I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to fail. He's so good that I can have hope in the future because I know that the God who loves me, when he sets me up, he is about to bless me. And the blessings of God, he adds what? No sorrow to it. So there's no sorrow. Only goodness and mercy is following after you, right? Remember the 23rd Psalms, goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. You shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. It's a setup for